Montreal, Canada. In blue, men's national. In white, the men's national team representing Germany. Here's get ready. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the next game here in the 2023 Underwater Rugby World Championship here. And I think we have a banger on our hands. It's Germany versus Colombia. Colombia in blue, Germany in white on the men's side. And we're already starting off. We see Germany here, first to the ball.
Germany is first to the ball. That's a surprise.
Good start to them.
Colombians are supposed to be the fastest players.
I think we shouldn't underestimate Germany in terms of the possibility to be fast. They have some really strong swimmers in there as well. So, Germany recovering the ball, trying to get it forward, but Colombia is heavily attacking them immediately. Balls pass backwards. Moving outwards, Colombia recovering the ball. Open. Oh, a little bit of an open basket back there. Maybe trying to move in immediately. We're just going up to the side. You can see the German forwards. The defender actually helping out, moving in. Colombia getting ready, going side from side. We've seen it times and times again, trying to pass left and right, trying to pass above the defenders with very strong movements. And they'll certainly try to use those moves on the Germans here in this game. Certainly a signature game for this championship. Probably two of the strongest, if not the strongest teams in the competition. Colombia, current world champion, certainly one of the favorites for the tournament. Germany, the current reigning European champion, also certainly not to be underestimated. We see how heavily they go with each other, but also Colombia here have to wait for some players to come forward. Oh, nice pass here to the back. Sadly appears somebody hit our camera there on the bottom of the pool.
Colombia are building up some pressure already, but Germany is very well in the defense. Always 2 or maybe 3 players down there.
Trying to go in from above, pushing him from the side. Get a little bit of a fear from underneath there. Try to fix it in halftime. But until then, Colombia now circling around the German basket. 3 minutes played in the first half. So you can see the Germans moving up. Oh, well done here by the Colombian.
Moving in.
Moving in.
Yes, but the German defenders were there immediately. 2 players.
Quite a tricky move there, but some of the Colombians can just drop straight downwards and don't need to dive down
very
forwards.
good and quick ball handling by the German players.
Lucas Tada is being attacked from behind. Has to hold on to the ball now. Risky situation for the Germans.
Oh, that was a risky pass.
To the defender. Defender in place. Colombia has to move back out. Martin Meskes trying to go in for... Oh, that's a good... that would have been an amazing opportunity for Colombia. Germany able to recover the defense.
And they're moving in hard.
You can see them heavily fighting forward for Germany, being in between defender and goal. Martin Meskes there from Germans at the moment.
And they're not giving Germany any space immediately after they recover the ball. Four checkers.
Luckily recovered by Germany.
For them.
David Kreisig for Germany, the goalkeeper. So they're being forced back into the own half by the Colombians.
German basket completely empty since
a lot of trouble moving
already.
out. But now with a chance. Now with a chance to move into the Colombian half. We see how much trouble they have holding on to the ball, but
also the Germans good in keeping the ball.
Yeah. But now
can work again well against the forechecking of Colombia, the very hard forechecking of Colombia.
Now Colombia also forced to play a little bit more defensive in their own half, but you can see them immediately locking up 2 players. Lucas Thaler, they're recovering for the Germans. Captain. It's a call by the ref, and I think it's in favor of Colombia.
Free throw for Colombia. And we have Colombia again attacking, building up pressure, keeping the ball safe. and forcing Germany into defense.
They want to pull. Oh, nicely passed to the left side. Can execute from the top. Oh, Germany covered by Germany. Martin Meskes for the Germans. Well done by him. But they have to move back.
They're fighting on the surface.
Call by the ref. You can see how heavily those teams go against each other.
Holding
highest level
Colombia, so free throw.
Certainly highest level of underwater rugby we have potentially ever seen here in this pool. A deep, long pool, so ball recovered now for Germany. Free throw for them, they can move to the middle of the pool. Bit of breathing room, they might exchange 1 or 2 players, want to move forward, want to play more forward. Yeah, certainly going forward there. Kreisig. Oh. You see Colombia is so good at recovering those balls. And how fast they are and how quickly they move forward. Germany certainly not that much slow, so also some very fast
sloppy pass from the Colombian player.
Philipp Kreisig for the Germans. With the quick recovery, nice passing, Henning Pieper. Trying to get ball to Christian Ball, but now fast break opportunity for the Germans.
Very quick acceleration with the player, but he was stopped.
Andreas Weißenberger. Oh, nicely done. Philipp Kreisig again here, doing a lot of work in recovering the balls for Germany. Christian Browald, goalkeeper, moving forward. Andreas Weißenberger again. I'm a bit sorry for the Colombian team in terms of shoutouts for the players, but the numbers on their jerseys are so dark that we can barely see them. So I do not know all those players by heart and cannot really determine them. Now Germany moving in for an attack. Weißenberger trying to hold on to the ball. Martin Meskes picking it up.
Thinking, should I go in, should I not go in?
Oh, Martin Meskes against 3 players, doesn't have a passing opportunity, but holding on to the ball so well. David Kreisig.
But now they're 2 against 2.
Niklas Tada coming in. Lukas Tada on the other side. The brothers. Lukas Tada not taking up space. Oh, good opportunity here now for Germany. Lukas Tada under the goal. Can he pass the ball to the side? Can he pass the ball? Will be pulled back. Oh, nice pass to Martin Meskes.
Still
Meskes trying to move the ball in, but being heavily attacked by the Colombians.
Still a German
Tada
waiting
still
there.
at the goal. Lukas Tada being nearly a minute at the bottom. Yeah, I think it was called by the ref. Yeah, holding from the Colombians. So we can see Germany certainly able to put a lot of pressure here on the Colombian team.
Yes.
Germany not to be messed with in this game. We've seen Lukas Tada here staying down nearly a minute, pressuring the Colombian defense. We can see a player picking up the ball there. Yeah, ball was laying down in the corner. Western forward casually picking it up, giving his team a little bit of breathing room. We've known so far also for the top teams, you do not exchange, or mostly do not exchange players if they are being at the front. Well done executing the free throw. So you want to give your players a little bit of breathing room as often as you can. And the free throw certainly is one of those
hard for checking already. 3 Colombian players attacking.
Gassner trying to get the ball for Germany. Gassner again, back, provided. Philipp Kreisig.
And that's a good pressure phase for Germany now.
A bit of a punch there by the Colombian. But they're certainly getting a bit anxious. They're not being able to recover the ball as easily as they want to, but now a bit of commentator curse there. Giving the ball back to Colombia now. Colombia now certainly initiating a fast break, having 3 players there in the water. Moving forward. Number 27. Number 32. Sebastian Ochoa. Colombia trying to bring the ball forward, but Germany doing very well. Covered his passing option, so they stopped the fast break. You can see both teams working with a little bit of tempo changes. Andreas Weißenberger forward trying to get to the ball carrier. People, both forwards being very far out comparatively to the tactics other teams used so far. Colombia, we know them. Wanna slow down the game and then explode onto the goal with 2 to 3 players. Called by the ref. Punching,
playing.
roughing. Ball back in the hands of Germany. Getting a free throw in the middle of the pool.
And maybe we'll have a timeout. I heard someone calling a timeout.
Maybe someone on desk received the desk release. No, apparently don't want to take a timeout yet. I think the coaches are communicating they might want to take one but don't want to do it at the moment. Marcel Moring, one of the coaches for Germans. Okay, Germany now advancing forward. Yannick Pieper. Andreas Eisenberger. Philipp Kreisig. One of the young key pieces for this team. Ooh, good handling there by the Colombians, but back and forth now, initiating a fast break. Trying to go back and forth passes. And can he break free? Being stopped by the Germans. Well
and
done.
losing the ball.
Good recovery. Andreas Eisenberger back on the ball again. Well done by them. Also trying to slow down the game a little bit in between to find the players, find the people, have somebody will to pass to, regroup. I think both teams, their forwards doing massive work. Oh, okay, ball recovered by Colombia by the forechecking.
Again.
So no ref call, so both teams apparently expecting a referee call, but Colombia player has to wait for his teammates to come and join him. So now being locked up in a scrum with Andreas Weisenberger. Teammates.
There's a lot of fights in the middle field for the ball.
Yeah, but both.
Not so much time on the baskets.
It's quite common for the strong teams during the last days and a half to have a lot of fighting in the middle of the pool. They make use of this space, having 4 forwards trying to recover the ball rather than go back into the defense. Oh, very fast swimming there. Strong attacks by Sebastian Joya, but still recovered by Germany. Martin Mezquez also showing that he can certainly match up to the strong Colombians as well. If not overpowered, even overpowering Jorge Franco.
Referee call. Free throw for Colombia.
For Colombia. That's quite an interesting call, since Martin Mezquez was the ball carrier. So there must have been a little bit of holding somewhere else. Called by the deck ref. Timeout. I think it's timeout from Germany. They might want to exchange a player. Yeah, Marcel Moring, the coach already in position. Yeah, we see Colombia being heavily challenged here for the first time since 2019. Yeah. Right, so 28 seconds left in the timeout. Timeout called by Germany. We have attack guys in the water as well, seizing every minute we have to bring the cameras up to speed again.
So you hear some fans in the stadium. They're Colombian fans, but they're also German fans. Trying to motivate their teams. So far the game is very equalized, I think.
Very equal game between Colombia and Germany.
Maybe the more dangerous attack has happened from Germany.
From Germany on the Colombian basket so far, but
Colombia was a little bit more in ball possession, I think.
Germany certainly showing they will contend for this first place in this tournament. Sebastian Lange, ball being punched out now. immediately Colombia trying to move forward. Roughing again, called by the ref. Ref diving up. Might be a warning. Yes.
Warning against the German player.
Warning against the
Manuel.
No, it was Sebastian Lange, number 11. Yeah. For roughing. Maybe he used his elbows too much on. I think Colombia stole the. Oh no, the German goalkeeper was aware of it. Well done by him. Yes, Colombians are only humans too, as long as they're playing against Germans at the moment. We see other teams fare against them. But yes, both teams certainly show excellent qualities and wonderful underwater rugby here. We're also seeing the effect of this pool on the sport of underwater rugby. The fights in the middle, the teams not properly able to close in, the teams locking each other up. So has been a bit of criticism from before the games that the pool is a little bit too large for modern underwater rugby. There should be a little bit less swimming so the teams can more easily advance. But yeah, both teams certainly defending extremely well. Colombia trying to move in again.
But the defenders of Germany,
yeah, you can see the forward.
Very disciplined.
Yannick Pieper locking up, forward locking the player up. The defender Lucas Tada helping out. Martin Meskes, as soon as one forward is away, the second one is there. Defender in place. Two minutes to go in the second half, in the first half. Colombia in blue, Germany in white. Colombia now with a bit of a longer stretch of forward play.
Trying to attack directly on the basket.
Strong attack directly onto the goalkeeper, trying to circle the ball around the goal. But Germany certainly now knows what the Colombians want to do. Certainly know how to do it themselves.
And you can really see the physical strength of both teams. Very, very strong players. All these fights in the middle field.
On the other side, Samuel Gaviria waiting for his team to close in. Germany, Yannick Pieper, the attacker, the forward, doing so much work for the German team. Same as Martin Meskes during the latest minutes. Forward, you always see the defenders and the goalkeepers pushing out, helping their teammates, trying to recover the ball, but now, that's dangerous. The goalkeeper locked up the ball. Well done by him.
Well, but it was a little bit risky to get away from the basket as well.
We can certainly also see
they recovered the ball.
The
keep it in their rows.
Manuel Gassner, bit of a risky pass, might lead to an immediate counter-attack. Can lock the play up. 27 seconds to go now. Colombia with the player on the move. Pass to the middle. To get an attack. Certainly in both teams, a lot of players that can, if left alone, with one or two players in defense, handle the defense by themselves. So very critical to lock press.
That's
a nice push from
now.
The back, but immediately handling it.
Defender and forechecker were on the ball.
And there we have the halftime. Halftime break between Germany and Colombia. It's a bit of a nail biter of a game. Both teams very tactical, extremely physical gameplay from both sides. Now Colombia in the later parts of the first half having a longer stretch on the German side, but Germany certainly in this first half also pressing for a good 5 to 6 minutes. So doing a very good job.
Everything's
Teams
still
on
open.
Both sides. Game is very open.
This is also one of those games that could be decided by a penalty at some point.
Yeah, if a team has to defend very heavily, forcing a mistake at the goal, forcing a goalkeeper to make a move he doesn't want to. Yeah, guys, we're trying to fix the cameras, but we don't have a lot of time, so we try to use the half time to do so. 0-0 for Germany. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, so both teams very equal, very even playing field. Personally predicted Germany versus Colombia might be the finale of this World Championship. They go against each other in the groups. They might even meet later on through crossing rounds and quarterfinals.
There may be not many teams that could beat Colombia, but
Yes.
I think Germany is in a good way. They have the chances.
Germany played 1-1 against Denmark yesterday, so the Danes certainly also capable of playing on this level. But personally, I think Germany showing even a higher level of underwater rugby today than they showed yesterday against Denmark. So the first game of the tournament, always a bit of a game that's showing a direction. Denmark solid, but Germany quite clearly the more pressing team. So
And they did very well defense work this time here.
Yeah, Germany certainly
Very
showing off their
disciplined.
defensive qualities.
Colombia was in possession of the ball many minutes, building up an attack in the corner, but did not really manage to get very close to the basket in very critical situations. Always
I think also
forecheckers, defenders who have been there from Germany.
I think also Germany knowing very well what to do against Colombia, and their coaching very much on point. Knowing that they have to stop the fast breaks, knowing that they do not want to let Colombia swim around a lot, keep their positions at the back safe, keep their goal position with their own defenders in place, and then use your forwards to apply a lot of pressure. And their forwards for Germany certainly have done a huge amount of work for the Germans so far.
Yeah, and Germany came very close to scoring.
Yes, absolutely.
After 7-8 minutes, they have been had really a dangerous attack on the Colombian basket.
Germany certainly with the more pressing situation here in this game. So, and Colombia knows that their team is very strong, but they also know that their opponents are not to be underestimated. Yeah, it's a very good comment. The game is like seeing two trains crashing into each other again and again. Yeah, it's very true. The game is extremely physical from both sides. We see both teams locking each other up, trying to prevent any player with the ball from swimming even a meter alone. 26 seconds for halftime break.
Yeah, well, maybe both of us played against some of the players here in the pool, and we know
Yes,
every
number
move they
7,
do with so
Martinez.
much strength. And if two players with a lot of strength fight against each other, then they equalize.
Number 7 is Martin Meskes, number 11 is Sebastian Lange, number 7 for the Orcas is Manuel Munoz, and 11 would be Samuel Gavera. Alright, off we go in Germany again. Very fast to the middle of the pool. You're certainly having strong swimmers there as well. Coming up with the ball, Yannick Pieper again for Germany, but a bit of a mishap, passing straight into the arms of Remba Camargo. Martin Meskes back in possession. You can see them being locked up immediately. Forwards for Colombia trying to come from behind. Both teams physically in top shape. Now we have
Rough playing.
free throw for Germany, a bit of roughing there on the Colombian side. We can see Colombians, if they do not get the ball and they are not allowed to do the game, certainly do not hesitate to try to get a bit of an edge And the Germans most certainly can take it. Call by the ref. I think something happened there. Somebody claimed that a player doesn't have black wristbands. Ah yeah, we can see a player not having black wristbands here behind the ref. Yeah, but he missed him because he's got tattoos. No, he's just got them so far up his arms that they look like tats. Sorry. But they should be, if you have wristbands, they should be at your wrists and not close to your elbows, so you can identify the hands of your opponent. So might want to check in on something like this. It's a bit of, yeah. Okay, still getting ready. Seems recovered his wristband. It's actually quite nice of the ref to give the players time to recover the gear.
And it's three throw
suddenly doesn't
for
have
Germany.
to. A team has to have spare equipment on the side. If a player does lose his gear and is not able to continue to play, he has to step out. So for the ref to give him a little time to recover. Everybody could catch a breath, though they only have played for a minute in this half. You can see Germany moving in.
Trying to make some pressure.
Manuel Gassner trying to pass downward, but blocked.
Forechecking is very effective. It's Colombia.
Some Korea, but ball recovered. Martin Schoppmüller, Jochen Schoppmüller still playing with number 75. Didn't get his gear, got lost on the flight apparently, but got his bits and pieces together from his teammates. Manuel Gassner trying to move in now. And again, they have the goal cam ready again. Schoppmüller trying to hold the ball. Lange.
And immediately keep up the pressure, regain the ball, and referee call.
Ref call.
Three throw for Colombia.
Back the game back to the middle of the pool. So an interesting game here by the two teams. Extremely physical, very tactical. Both teams know how to lock each other up. And now a good pass back and forth. Two players available for Colombia. Jonas Ilaver in the middle. Germany trying to move forward, trying to pass, but well played by Colombia. Locking up the space, tightening up the space they have. But Germany still haven't played. Lucas Tada moving out as a defender, helping out both defenders now, moving forwards. David Kreis again, Lucas Tada up in the middle. You can see them move the game to the middle, and how physically and how long they stay down there, just help the team out. Oh, had his ankle for a moment, but you can see the Colombian kicking a bit. And 7 Hector Escobar trying to move in. Ball down to Lucas Tada. Immediately tagged by two Colombians. Can get
but
the ball
he managed
out.
to get out.
The captain for Germany, also a long serve veteran for the Germans. Well done by him. Yannick Pieper helping out. Can he get the ball? Colombia heavily pressuring Lucas Tada. Has to move to the middle. Well seen by him that Samuel Gaviria was waiting. Germany trying to move into the Colombian corner. Only 3 minutes played in this halftime. Moving
Now
in.
2 against 2.
Punching in. Nice pass downwards. Yannick Pieper was waiting for the to receive the ball. Being stripped off. You can see how rough this game is, how heavily those players are moving. Not giving up a centimeter on either side. Scrum on the surface. Players positioning underneath, as you should.
Waiting for the ball to drop out. But Colombia got the ball.
Colombia
Trying to move fast
now
forward.
We see Germany as well being there, having those quick young players doing a very good job. But now we see a good fast break here, but there's no defender back there at the moment for Germany. Can they move in close enough? But defender not in place. Christian Förschler moved in. See Colombia waiting for the ball, waiting to receive the ball. Has to move out again. Verde for Colombia. Ball passing back and forth. Can move in now. Good lane in there. Can get a hold of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper punches him up. Passing back down. Nice pass back to the middle now. Colombians do what they want to do. Circling the ball in a triangle in front of the goal. Can move in, but Lucas Tada, the captain, in position for the Germans on defense. Jander Oviedo moving back out with the ball. Coming back up. It certainly takes a toll on your team to be playing forward, not being able to exchange. But again, moving in those heavy attacks, very well done. Tada though, yet again clearing for Germany. Crucial now to bring the ball forward, not losing it too far back. You can see two players twisting. Martin Meskes not giving up though. And now a call from the ref. Free throw for Colombia.
No, I think it changed.
Did it change it up?
Free throw for Germany. Yes.
I changed it up. Choking. Free throw for Germany. Initial signal.
That was a big pressure phrase from Colombia. But still, they didn't manage to come directly with the ball close to the basket.
See German now stealing away the Colombian basket, but Colombia can seize the opportunity though with the forwards and kick off on. Well done by the Germans to lock him up again. 6 minutes played. Chad predicting a goal. Well done, back and forth.
Fast pass play.
Philipp Kreisig moving in. He certainly can take a 2v1. We've seen it before in the national championships. But can he do it also against the Colombians? Lange. Nice pass above Förschler and bring it back down. People are keeping the ball in the German ranks. Weissenberger trying to move in now. 4 Colombians underwater, passing downwards. Philipp Kreisig again doesn't take the 2v2. Waiting for Sebastian. Oh, nice pass in between, but Lange couldn't execute. 3 players waiting. We can now see how close the Colombians are playing to their own goal, even with their forwards. Going back in. But now ball recovered by Colombia. Will try to initiate the fast break. See Germany though trying to cut them off as soon as possible, not wanting them to let them over the middle of the pool. Now Colombians trying to seize the opportunity, swim more. Some ideas.
Somebody lost his snorkel.
Sebastian Ochoa. Colombia retreating to the middle, wanting to draw Germany out. Want to draw the defenders forward, but Germany very disciplined in what they want to do. Having the forwards just disrupt the passing game, not allowing fast breaks of 2 or 3 players, but I think always having a look back at their own goal. Martin Masquez certainly now 2 players trying to go in. See them time and time again now. Pass to the left. Pass to the right.
That was
back
very,
to left.
very
Lucas
well
Tara
played.
still in place, going left and right alone there. Not a call by the ref. What is it? It's a penalty call.
Penalty call. You can see the fast playing,
moving back and forth
at the basket.
Not entirely sure why they will receive a penalty at this point in time. Couldn't really see player doing an infringement there. I think it's quite
Referees are discussing.
And even a 2-minute penalty for Lucas Tara. I think it's signaled a 2-minute penalty, which would be 2-minute penalty would be handled after the penalty, so it's quite unusual that the penalty and a 2-minute penalty. That would be highly unlikely most of the time.
2 minutes.
2 minutes and a penalty. That is most unlikely. So Christian Provald, the goalkeeper, actually got the 2-minute penalty. We might have to review that after the game. Certainly an interesting situation. Or do they get the free throw? Ref signaling a free throw. Okay, yeah. They get the 2-minute penalty and the free throw, so the infringement must have happened a bit further away.
But that's still a very good opportunity for Colombia maybe to score.
These certainly now are 2 very rough and tough minutes for Germany.
Germany losing 1 forechecker now for 2 minutes.
Germany lost the goalkeeper, but now there is a... Oh no, it's a timeout. I think it is a timeout for Germany. Okay. So very smart by the Germans.
If they lose it,
very smart by the Germans. They talked a lot to the refs, tried to complicate the situation a little bit further, and then at the moment the ref wanted to start the game again, they already had a bit of breathing room, and then they took a timeout to have another minute of breathing room. But the timeout is actually scored for black now. Interesting. So the Colombians also taking a timeout there. Maybe having their... They seem very certain what they want to do, having the top players just breathing in the water.
Having the top players maybe knowing they can build up pressure now for 2 minutes continuously without exchanging. It's better if you have had some time to recover before that. That could be a tactical reason for taking a timeout. Anyway, if a goalkeeper goes out for Germany, most likely they will exchange another goalkeeper and remove a forechecker and try to stay stable in the defense. What they managed very well so far.
Yeah, so Christian Provald, the goalkeeper, out. Now we see already a player from Colombia lurking above the goal, just waiting to go straight down. Maybe wants to slip into the exchange now. Goes to the right. You can see the forward, number 15, being underwater. We'll see how Germany will manage to hold up against this certain hefty approach that will come upon them now during the next 2 minutes. Very decisive 2-minute penalty. Still not entirely sure what the infringement was exactly. Couldn't hear it, see it. Oh, the pass to the backside. Nick Tata in the pool.
This player was waiting there for a very long time. Colombia is really trying to take some space underneath the basket.
Philipp Kreisig now again defending. Colombia pulling back. Trying to... Oh, there's a player very far forward. They want to recover the ball even up front, and now I think they will be moving in with 2 players.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, but we can see sprinting back, very good effort there. by Colin Leibler. First moving out and then sprinting back, and now even locking up the Colombian player from the back. So very, very respectable effort by him. That is a tough thing to do, to basically sprint half the pool and sprint back to your own goal and lock players up. Philip Kreisig doing the same, and even getting the ball there in the situation. Pass, trying to pass downwards, going immediately for the goal, but blocked by the Germans. So Germany certainly will push out a little bit, keep their momentum going. Again, tied up play above the Martin Meskes here, knowing what he's doing, trying to rip the ball out. Waiting for an opportunity. Jonas Oliveira trying to go down, but being locked up immediately by Germans. They're tightening up the space so well, even with just 5 players in the pool. You can see how extremely tough those teams are. That's fantastic underwater rugby on an extremely high level there by both teams.
Well, Germany has the advantage of being in the defense, can exchange players more quickly than Colombia can.
But only having 5 players in the pool, I think. Yeah, they are 6 again in the water now, but there is a call. No. Just a Colombian player patiently waiting on the surface. Getting back in the middle of the pool. Staying down a little bit longer. You can see the extra mile those players are going, staying down even after being exchanged for a bit. But now pressing situation from the backside, but well handled by the forward. You see forwards being so much on point from both sides. There they
pushing
again,
the
trying to find a passing station to Colombia. Colombians certainly a bit frustrated. They cannot open their hefty passing game they're used to. Moving back in again from above, but locked up Meskes again for the Germans. And if this game should end on an even 0-0, it's up between Denmark and Colombia to decide who will take first place in this group. So we can see how even the playing field in this World Championship is for the top teams. Call by the ref. Kicking. And a free throw for Germany. So now Germany able to move forward.
Well, maybe they can have a...
Now we can see what they can do.
Pressing phase. 2 minutes 30.
Being the offensive team.
Enough to score. It was again a very long phase of pressure from Colombia.
Still
not successful. Not coming close to the basket, really. Sometimes, maybe.
Germany doing an amazing job keeping the Colombians away. Colombia having a more pressing phase, 2-minute penalty in the second half for Germany. So Germany in the water with 5 players for a long stretch of time, able to defend. Now a timeout by Germany. They have a free throw in the middle of the pool, so they certainly want to discuss how they want to approach it. And maybe also give their key players a little bit of time to recover.
Knowing maybe they have not so many chances left to score, they need to put in some effort now if they want to win and not have a draw again.
All right, game commencing. Free throw for Germany. we'll see how they will approach this free throw. There's a call by the ref. Maybe they took too much time, I don't know. Ref table is calling the captains. Okay. Free throw for Germany. Some little discussion there. Maybe somebody was trying to sneak around. Do something. Yep. Secure free throw in the beginning, but well read by Colombia. Having a player come from behind, not allowing Germany to swim. But can recover the ball. Lucas Tada keeping it for the Germans.
Still, they are pushed back to their own basket.
Föschler
They
trying
cannot
to
move
hold his
forward
own against 4 Colombian players, but the ball dropping down. Colombia with the recovery. Immediately Yannick Pieper locking him up. Both teams certainly will have a good dinner tonight, recovering from this game. Now 2 minutes to go and Colombia back in possession. Lock up. Sebastian Lange tried to recover the ball, but now still you can see the forwards staying down there longer, locking up the second player. One and a half minutes to go. Ball dropping down. Recovered by Colombia, but Mezquez. Let a call by the ref. I think it's a holding penalty against Germany. Yes. A risky thing to go up by the German defender. Could have easily been taken up by...
Colombian player already tries to sneak in for the basket.
German goalkeeper even move out.
Now they go 2 and 2.
Now Colombia moving in. Player on the backside. Having his hand on the back of the goalie. Martin Mezquez though clearing. Philipp Kreisig moving the ball. Mezquez again. Back and forth between the two Krefeld players.
But lost the ball again.
Colombia back at it. Held by the ankle. Germany trying to move forward. 30 seconds left to play. Philipp Kreisig. Weißenberger. Pieper.
Now they managed to get the ball out, but can they also
pushing forward,
make one last attack?
Föschler, 2v1, has to pass downward. Hands on the ball from the Colombian, 16 seconds to go. Ball blocked up. Someone Guerrero there with the suplex chokehold. 4 seconds to go, and I think this game
will end in a draw as well.
3 seconds to go and the free throw, so 3 seconds to go and the free throw, and I think both teams most certainly competent enough so that there won't be any goals scored in those 3 seconds. Yeah, they're going for the draw. What a game between Germany and Colombia. So two of the title favorites certainly showing off what they came here for, why they are going at each other, how strong both teams are, how physically competitive both teams are, how fast both teams are, not only the Colombians, who for most people I guess were the favorites going into this game. We've seen Germany having good stretches on the Colombian side, having the more pressing opportunity in the game to score a goal.
Well, maybe not in the second half.
Throughout the entire game. Then defending 2 full minutes of overtime, of power play against Colombia. So certainly congratulations to both teams for a fantastic game. So now the most deciding game in this group will be Denmark versus Colombia to see if one of those teams can claim the top spot in the group, or if you go for a three-way tie and then it comes to points scored against the other teams.
The score points against the other teams.
Well, this is certainly going to be one hell of a tournament, and we're going to have a little break here, and we are going to be right back with the next game of the day, which is going to be Spain versus the United States of America.
So great game there. Just for the audience online, can you tell us your name and what your position is?
I'm the number 20 and I'm playing as a defender.
And how long have you been playing underwater rugby?
Since about 12 years, I think.
Yeah. And is this the first time you're playing at World Championships?
No, I played in Graz 2018, I think. And before that I played many times as a U21 junior in one World Championship, Graz was 2019, I think.
Perfect. And how do you feel the game went today for you?
Yeah, we had quite difficult in the first half to get out of our half of the pool, but the second half went quite a bit better. But the penalty, the 2-minute penalty hit us quite hard. We defended it, and after it we couldn't really come back, but it wasn't enough time for,
Well, thank you very much, and best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.